right? We need to get somebody from OWTU. If anybody from OWTU listening, we want to get some clarification on some information that we have here. There has been a picture that has been going viral. There's a picture that has gone viral all over the world, and the information coming to hand. You know, people just talk about Photoshop. Oh, it is a Photoshop. That is not true. Pastor Google, get your facts. All right. So I am going to get some information and find out if this is a Photoshop and find out if this is true, because people are concerned. People are asking questions. You know, they have the UNC supporters who just say they're asking questions. Well, there are some people who are asking questions. There are some people who are trying to put two and two together. And it's very interesting, very, very interesting to see if this is true. Some of you might want to know what I'm talking about. If you want to know what I'm talking about, then you have to join me on Facebook and on YouTube. Anybody live in Faizabad, need to join me on Facebook and on YouTube. When you join me on Facebook and on YouTube from Faizabad, I want you to answer me and tell me if this is true. So I'm waiting for your numbers to go up. I'm waiting for my numbers to go up on YouTube and on Facebook. Send up the numbers now, man. Let me talk a little bit this morning. I just want to get some information here. So if you are on Facebook and you're from Faizabad, you know what I mean, give me a shout. So when you reach on the live, if you live Faizabad, you could just type in I live Faizabad on Facebook or on YouTube and tell me if this picture I want to show, if it's a true picture or if it's a fake picture. If it's a Photoshop or if it's not a Photoshop. So those of you who are on my live, you know, remember you need to share the live. If you share the live to somebody living in Faizabad, that might be good too. So I'm waiting for you guys to join me on Facebook. Waiting for you guys to join me on Facebook to tell me, especially my viewers from Faizabad. We want to start to connect the dots. Connect the dots. That's what we want to do. We want to connect the dots. So, my Facebook viewers, let me know. So let me see. My Facebook viewers, anybody from Faizabad, share the live. Share the live. Anybody from Faizabad in the house?
That your soul have a mission to unfold. The Father that I serve have a purpose for my soul. All the arrows you throw, it's like paper. I just keep on walking in favor. Later, I know a lot of them talking about me. They can't touch the anointing upon me. And even though they bad talk and they doubt me, they can't touch the anointing upon me. Oh Lord, they're just wicked and evil. God save me from wicked hard people. Anybody wanna touch one of God people? Father God say, touch not my anointed. Tell you who God bless, no man curse. Oh, glory to the Father, I put no man first.
So I'm seeing somebody saying blessings. I'm from Penal.
of them
Close enough.
want to
But I want somebody from Faizabad to be on my Facebook page.
you walk through, who you talk to, Father
I want somebody from Faizabad on my YouTube page.
them talk, but you look at
I need you all to tell me if what I am seeing happening in Faizabad, if it's true.
touch the anointing upon me. Oh Lord, they're just wicked and evil. God save me from a wicked heart people. God said, touch not my anointing. And like Job, when the devil take all that you own, God return tenfold. Touch not my anointing. Just said the three Hebrew boys when the fire did burn. They thought we would have dead, but we stand up firm. If you don't know my God, then today you're gonna learn. When he said those words, touch not my anointing. Touch not my anointing. Touch not.
So I'm going to the phone lines. Hello, good morning.
Morning is the oil. Is the oil. Pastor, bye-bye.
Okay. So I'm looking for somebody to join me from Faizabad. And that is when I'll put up the photo for the person from Faizabad. If you just indicate on my Facebook page, on the Street 919 Facebook page, if you just indicate there and let me know I am from Faizabad. I'm for somebody saying good morning, Pastor Google. Saparia in the house. Saparia is close enough. I'm looking for somebody from Faizabad. Hello, good morning.
Hi, morning, Pastor.
Good morning. I'm looking for somebody from Faizabad to answer a question of a photo I have here.
Well, I'm not from Faizabad, but it's really a sad day. I wouldn't say anything until you show the photo, and then I'll call in and have my say.
Well, you see, we want to find out if the photo is Photoshop or if the photo is real.
No, the photo is real. I ain't from Faizabad, but the photo real.
Well, if somebody from Faizabad had to tell me that. You see,
no problem with that.
yeah, and I'm trying to get somebody from OWTU to tell us what's happening there.
Okay, that's why I say after you show it and discussion starts, and I will have my conversation also, if you'll permit me.
All right.
I'll know that.
Thank you very much. So somebody say, I live Kuva now, but from Faizabad, so I go down every day. Oh, you go down there every day? All right, Johnson. Well, Johnson, you might be a good person to answer this question for me. But I want people to join me on the live. You need to share the live. And come on and see what exactly I'm going to show for somebody from Faizabad to tell me if it's true. I'm seeing some thumbs up. Are these thumbs up are people from Faizabad? Good morning. Again, Google and also to the live. Thank you very much. So I want to show you this. But the numbers that show... somebody from Faizo. Eric. All right, Eric. I want to see the numbers going up some more. All right, I need to see. Let me see. Anybody here? Anybody on the YouTube from Faizabad? No, I'm not seeing anybody from YouTube on Faizabad. Anybody on Facebook? Well, I'm seeing one or two persons. All right, blessed morning to you once again, Pastor Google. All right. So I have a photo I want to show of something that someone sent to me, and we want to know if it's true. So the people on the Facebook page who saying to me that they are from Faizabad, is this a true picture? I'm gonna put it up now, and they will tell me if this is true or if it's not true. So you need to go on to our Facebook page to see if this is true or if it's not true. All right? So tell me if this is true or if this is not true. My viewers from Faizabad. Tell me, true or not true? Go onto our Facebook page now and you would see. Is this true or not true? I really would like to know, is this photo a true photo or a fake photo? I would really like to know if this is true or not true. If you can tell me, I'll appreciate it. True or not true? Fake or fiction? Is this true or not true? Faizabad here. Yes, it is true. What? Nah. This building is a historical building. What they saying? Come on the live and tell me. You all need to come on the live and see this, you know. People who from Faizabad, is this true or is this not true? Come on the live now and look at the picture and tell me, is this true? Somebody is saying, yes, it's true. What you saying? Let me see, there's a caller from Faizabad. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
I mean, good morning, sorry.
Pastor Bull, let me make this thing clear first before I say what to say.
I just want to know if it's true, if it's not true. Don't say anything yet. Let me get somebody from OWTU on the phone.
Wait, hold on. I passed down there and I really saw it and it struck me. I was asking that same question. I passed there. I am from Digo Martin, but I went down Faizabad and I saw that right there and I was asking my same question. That same question about if it's something wrong, I was saying like I missed the landmark. But I watched the Butler statue, I watched the building, I said, well, what is going on here, boy? And I wanted to find out. So I'm glad that you raised it now. Somebody could probably explain what is going on there. So you understand. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
No evil could have come and conquer God's people.
Speak good things over your life. Don't let the devil tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it. Speak good things over your life. Don't let the wicked tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it.
You got to let it go.
So I'm trying to get somebody from OWTU to answer and to let us know if this is a true photo or a fake photo. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the answers for you all.
You've got all the power. Speak good things in your life. Yeah. Speak good things over your life. You've got all the power. Speak good things in your life. Yeah. Speak good.
Apparently nobody don't want to take my call.
Don't let the devil tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it. Speak good things over your life. Don't let the wicked tell you.
Nobody want to take my call, boy. I just asking a simple question. I just want to know a simple thing. All right, let me call the head office then. I call in one of the senior men. They're not taking my call. So let me call the head office and see if head office will answer me.
For them come speaking evil things, but God give me the strength to overcome the negative. Spiritual wickedness in high place. No evil, the goodness of God shall prevail.
Speak good things over your life. Don't let the devil tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it. Speak good things over your life. Don't let the wicked tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it. Say you're beautiful and you're.
But who is this boy? I call the head office. I spoke to someone. I asked her to speak to someone a specific person and they hang up, are going again, are trying again.
Speak good things over your life. Don't let the devil tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it. Speak good things over your life. Don't let the wicked tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it.
Wine your tongue, wine your tongue. Don't let the negativity get you down. Say, wine your tongue, wine your tongue. All evil scatter when the anointing comes. Say, wine your tongue, wine your tongue. Don't let the negativity.
What is this? Lucifer, hanging up on me, boy. What is this, boy?
Man, you're a servant, left the world for God to use you in his kingdom. You're a God, man, don't speak defeat. Stay under the blood and you will always be unique. Sacrifices that you're making for God, your family and people to make it. Who God bless, no man will curse. No evil could have come and conquer God's people.
Speak good things over your life. Don't let the devil tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it. Speak good things over your life. Don't let the wicked tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it.
You got to let it go.
You got the power. Yeah. Speak good things over your life. Yes.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago. So I have my good friend. He's my partner, you know. Although sometimes he doesn't want to take my call, but he's my partner. I don't know. I'm sending messages on WhatsApp, everything. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, good morning.
This is my partner, you know, Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Iwer and I are good friends. I don't know, you know, sometimes I find like he doesn't want to take my call, boy. What's going on, brother?
But when I return your call, you don't answer.
Yeah, you're hitting back hard, boy. So what's going on, brother? So long I ain't talked to you. I had to talk to you about everything. You know, when I have you on the phone, I have to talk about everything.
Well, yeah, we could talk about quite a number of things. As you can imagine, a lot of things happening, as you can see, around the country right now.
Right. So here this now. First to begin. Now, I got a photo in my mailbox. What day it was? Yesterday. And this morning, you know, there are questions that are being asked about the building that in Faizabad. Number one. So I just want you to clear it up. This building,
Sure.
the OWTU building in the Butler building in Faizabad is not sold to an annual price.
Not at all. That building still belongs to the Oilfield Workers Trade Union. I can say that because I'm also a trustee of the union, who are responsible for the union's trustees, as you know, under our constitution, are responsible for the properties of the union. So I could say it categorically that building is still and continues to be owned by the Oilfield Workers Trade Union.
Right.
Not co-owned with anybody, completely, solely owned by the Oilfield Workers Trade Union.
Okay, because you know that a photo was put up earlier on. Because if you check your WhatsApp, you would have seen that a photo was put up earlier in the year about the one on in San Fernando.
Yeah, which was completely misinformation and completely inaccurate, incorrect. We believe that it was just people trying to be mischievous. You know, in this time of social media, it's very easy. I can take a picture of your house, Google, and slap a statement over it, right? And put that up on WhatsApp. And, you know, people just run with that. That is so easy.
So give us the information about this, the leasing of this building. If you
well,
can.
no, it's not. Okay, just to be clear, it's not the building is not leased. The Faizabad Hall, there's an upstairs and there's a downstairs.
Right.
Downstairs have always been rented. In fact, Annan Low Price started. I think people have short memories. Annan Supermarket actually started downstairs that Faizabad Hall. In other words, their very, very, very first supermarket would have been about 25, 30 years ago, actually started right downstairs that Faizabad Hall. Since then, the downstairs part of the hall has been rented to different people over different times, and then Anand decided he wanted to come back to what would have been the starting point of his business. So it's the downstairs. It's not the building. Upstairs continue to be utilized by the union for union meetings and for other activities of the union. And, and just for clarity, the downstairs part of the building, and anybody who is honest enough, who knows Faizabad Hall and who knows Faizabad, know very well that the downstairs have always been rented out.
Oh, okay.
And Anand Supermarket is not new to that hall, as I stated. In fact, Anand Supermarket started off right there.
All right. Okay.
Some 25, 30 years ago.
25, 30
But unfortunately, back then, it didn't have social media to have taken a picture of it back then.
I hear you. But you know, the naysayers and the political, how you put that?
Well, even when Google,
I know you call them the political vampires. Are saying that
we cannot call them the vampires.
They're saying that it's alleged that Mr. Anand is a UNC financer, and for him to be now leasing the OWTU, landmark building, it's questionable. Is it because you all are running out of funds because of the money that you all may have spent? I tell you what is on the ground, so don't quote me.
No. Right. I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to respond. So go ahead, and I'll respond accordingly.
Right. So they're saying that you all have run out of money because of the investment that you all have made towards retaining the refinery. And because of you all, trying to retain the refinery wasn't successful because of the amount of money that was being spent. You all are now in debt, and they're saying that this is the result of being in debt. Now you all have to lease your building.
Okay. Can I respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think one of the biggest misconceptions about trade unions is that people don't realize that trade unions actually do engage in some form of business, right? So our predecessors would have bought several properties in Trinidad and in Tobago. And what we have done over the many, many, many years is rent some of these properties out over time. For example, you have the Marabella building, and that downstairs, the Marabella building was actually rented out. First it was to a bar, and then we took, as the union, we took a position we don't want alcohol on our properties. And so that downstairs now was made vacant. And it's actually right now up for anyone who would like to rent. So Google if you know anybody. That's downstairs the Marabella building. Then let's go to Palms Club. Palms Club, if you know, and anybody who is honest enough can go to Palms Club right now, and they know very well that the downstairs is actually rented out to guess who? Government departments. All right? And that have been so for some years. Downstairs, the Faizabad Hall have been rented out to different people. At one time, it was like one of those one-stop shop, and then it was a variety shop. First, it was Anand Supermarket, then it was a one-stop shop, and then it became a variety shop. And then, Anand said he wanted to come back. So we've always rented out parts of our property. Now, in terms of Paramount has never been rented out. It remains without any renters because that's where our offices are. And so it's nothing new that the union has properties and rents these properties out from time to time.
So the naysayers,
I think that is only. Mm-hmm. I think that is being very what you would call, being prudent, financially prudent. So you don't have all these properties and they're just idle,
sitting there, and you want to also, I mean, and if you think about it, Google, if you're really honest, and I know you are, it's if you have these properties, you'll want other sources of income, not just the dues, but you'll want other sources of income, because when you have an institution like ours that is fiercely independent and we attack governments, they come back to attack us. So when we were calling out the government for their inefficiencies, they decided to attack us and close down Petrotrin. And so they thought, you see, they like many of the callers, don't realize that we have other sources of income. It's not just dues. And so we have been able to survive that attack, and we continue to be here, and we will continue to be here. And in fact, we are right now mobilizing, and I hope that you can assist us in calling on people to join us on Freedom Day, 1st of September.
We will talk about that. I will call you, and we will talk about that another time. But I just wanted for you to clear up the information.
Thanks for the opportunity.
On because you know that this has gone viral. I'm telling you, and people are asking if you all are now joining up with the UNC, and if this is a way for you all to get back money and all these different things. There are some people, and while you're on the line, I'll let you know, because I know you're a very black conscious man. There are some people who have an issue with black trade union actually leasing a building. You know, all that kind of, those kind of questions and statements are being made.
Yeah, and I mean, in an age where there's social media, as I said, it's very easy for people to not just speculate, but make certain pronouncements or come to conclusions and just share it in their WhatsApp groups and so on. And I mean, that's just part of the modern society, right? So we're not against that, the evolution and the progression of modern society, but I'm just happy that I really appreciate, Google, that you really reached out to me to at least bring some clarity to it. I think that was very responsible on your part, and I really appreciate it.
You're most welcome, my brother. We will talk. I'll call you, and we will arrange a day for us to talk.
Sure.
For you to tell the nation about this Freedom Day that you all are talking
Google,
about.
Freedom Day. The SOE cannot last forever.
I hear you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Google. Take care, man.
Yeah, man. All right, so you just heard Pastor Ozzy Warwick from the OWTU, and he would have answered the question about the leasing of the building to Mr. Annan Low Price. So, going for a break and come back. And I come back, I'll open up the phone line and see what you have to say.
Are you experiencing loss of vision, or are your glasses broken? At Value Optical, we're open, and we're here to help. You can have your urgent eyeglasses in 3 days with packages starting at $695. When you visit us, be mindful of the 3 W's. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and watch your distance. Please call us toll-free 800-2020 for expert advice on your vision needs or to book your appointment. Value Optical, caring for your eyes.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine, and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home, or get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestateTT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
Hey, you keeping safe? I hope so. I don't really know what will happen when everything will back up, but the line had to go on. But in the meantime, just come online with the live wire. I'm on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 5 to 8 p.m. Or you could check us out on the live on Facebook at the Street 919 FM or on YouTube at Street TV. Don't forget to share the live. That might just be as important as you keeping safe. So mask up, sanitize, tune in to the Street 919 FM, Lime on the Live Wire, Saturday afternoons, 5 to 8 p.m. Don't worry, I gonna be home in time for the curfew. Keep safe.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you could get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the house of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Well. Opening up the phone lines, 342-0081, 342-0081, 771-1791, 466-5391. Am I a good journalist or am I not? Did I do a good questioning or did I fail in the line of questioning today? I'm taking all your calls. Tell me, did I fail in the line of questioning or did I do a pretty alright job? Hello, good morning.
Morning again, Pastor Google. There's a list of the 10 most expensive perfumes in the world as of 2021. I think one of them may have been used to spray, but I think that the false scent still eliminated, so I think that they use all 10. But you did a good job.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And you're wonderful, you're amazing, you're creative, you have wisdom and his righteousness, redemption in Christ Jesus. You are chosen a citizen of heaven. Speak good things. Speak good things over your life. Don't let the devil tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it. Speak good things over your life. Don't let the wicked tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it.
Forwine your tongue, forwine your tongue. Don't let the negative fatigue get you down. Say, forwine your tongue, forwine your tongue.
Hello, good morning.
Well, good morning, Pastor Google.
Good morning.
Plenty Red Moruga.
That's good.
Pastor Google, a fine job, but you know what? Here answer the right question. And they're sizing up to go in. They don't need you answer already. So yes, that. But I want to know the calling about business and business. Why are African man talking about African? Why are African man can rent the building and keep business, have business like Indian? They only want to say Indian could do business. African could do business too. Why don't you join up with African and let them do business too? Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Pastor Google.
Mommy.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you too. That picture you sent me this morning there, You want me to get suspended?
What's that?
Go ahead, Dawan.
Pastor Google, I listened to you very clearly a while ago speaking to the gentleman.
Mr. Ozzy Warwick.
Right. That's not good enough for me.
Okay.
Right? That's number one.
So I didn't do good?
Question here. Yes. No, it's not about you. You tried to get some information put into that building, fine, but it was not good. And this explanation was not good enough for me, right?
Okay.
Okay, Pastor Google, hear me. What is the deal with Anand Supermarket? Roger and his executive, you need to come clean with that. Pastor Google, there's where I will stop. Listen to me on Saturday. Have a good one.
Share the live. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Google.
Good morning.
Pastor Google, morning. Your questions were reasonable and it was direct and answer a lot of questions to the public. And remember, the union has in control of public workers' money. So some of the workers may want to know what is going on because some workers may not have known what is going on. And the question you ask is what any person's querying and has, any kind of as they say, you think and you want to find out something, you'll jump to those conclusions. And I always jump to conclusions like to ask him a question is that is Anand Lopez a financer of the OWTU in terms of we see they're making some attempts to get the refinery and they're not up to par with their finances. So I would like to ask him if in any way that Anand Lopez is a potential partner or investor with the OWTU in acquiring the refinery. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. I hear you. 342-0081, 342-0081, 771-1791, 771-1791. Taking your calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Google.
Good morning.
Easy, boss. Yeah, but Pastor Google, I want to divert your program a little bit. About the eye clinic in the hospital.
Which one?
The eye clinic, Port of Spain.
Okay.
Oh my Lord, Pastor Google, it's about 2 years now. I haven't seen a eye doctor. This is the third time.
All right.
They cancel my appointment.
And that's at the Port of Spain General Hospital?
No, Mount Hope.
Mount Hope? I find it getting too much. All right, let me...
This appointment was for the 16th of August. This morning, these people called me and tell me they cancel my appointment till May. Pastor Google, I went away in Canada on the 22nd of December in 2019. Come back on the 29th of January. Still can't see a doctor in the eye clinic. When I went to Canada, my daughter came to get her glasses. Well, when you're doing the glasses, you have to do eye test. And they see a cataract in my eye, which they never tell me. So I so anxious waiting on my appointment. And they call me and tell me they cancel. Because of what? COVID. Everything is COVID. Pastor Google, if you go there at 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning, clinic finish, they're gone. They're taking advantage. They're doing these things because they want people to come to their private clinic. I want Minister of Health to check on these people. This is not right.
All right, Mom. I'm calling them now to find out what's going on.
Thank you, Pastor Google.
Speak
right, so taking your calls, are you satisfied with what Ozzy said to me today?
Don't let the negative things hamper your mind. Power in your tongue, power in your tongue. Don't let the wicked and evil talk keep you down. Enough of them come speaking evil things, but God give me the strength to overcome the negative. Spiritual wickedness in high place. No evil, the goodness of your child.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, Pastor Google. Hello?
Morning.
Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, greetings and blessings to you and your family, Pastor Google. And I want the lady with the cataract problem. They give me so much thunder in that Mount Hope hospital. I went to Miami. In 1 week time, I was able to have a cataract surgery removal. Get my eyes back to normal. Pastor Google, when I came back home to Trinidad, and I looking at my light switches and them, I never knew how dangerous cataract was. I had to immediately get Clorox and start to clean down all around these light switches, and then they were so dirty that the cataract was blocking me from seeing the dirt. You understand? And I don't know why they're doing that to people, especially to older people. Your eyes, your windows to the world. You understand? And you just wait until, and you have to be very careful, ma'am, because if you go private, it's $15,000 to do one eye, you know. That's the Google. $15,000 to do one eye with this cataract removal thing. But Mr. DRC had something in place at one time, how many cataracts they were removing. I don't know where that went. Like it's far the window. So all they want to do now is to pressure you to go to these private doctors, the same ones that working in the hospital, doing it in the private homes, the private office. So all you have to do, ma'am, you have to pray, because I don't know. Everything is COVID. You have a heart problem, they tell you, they're giving you a date to come to the clinic, the cardiac clinic. And the doctor and them calling you when you're near time for your appointment to tell you, they putting it off, don't come, because COVID. So I don't know, it's just like a certain amount of people have to die. You understand? I don't know what's going on, but we all try to fight. Thank you very much. Pastor, before I go, I hear you ask the question if it's a good journalist. Whether there is a good, there is a better, and you are one of the better ones. That good enough for you?
Yes, Mother.
Good is all, just good is a fairly amount of marks, but you are a better journalist. I listened to you this morning, you on the program with Sharon and you're phenomenal. People don't appreciate you, but I do. Because I'm a listener more than a caller right now. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Good work.
Yes, Mom. Thanks very much. I'm actually trying to get on to the eye clinic department in Mount Hope. Boy, hello, good afternoon. Good morning,
sorry. Good morning, Pastor Google.
Good morning.
Pertaining to the same thing you're going to check, yeah, I would like it if I could check in St. James also. The same problem I have, one lady just told you since last year, and they tell me it's COVID. And a cataract surgery I need to have also.
All right.
That is St. James Medical.
All right. I'm trying to get on.
When you can't get no visual, you can't get to talk to nobody. I like to check on for myself, but we're not getting to talk to nobody. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. I'm really trying to get onto somebody while I'm talking to you guys. So you all could call in 342-0081-771-1791. Hello, good afternoon. Good morning. Why keep saying good afternoon? Good morning.
I just had a very good night, but you said now is morning and not evening at your home. Just saw Pastor Google. Pastor Google,
yes.
You realize they discovered some of the drugs in Aranguez from St. James Infirmary?
I heard the minister was talking about it.
Yes, that's the cancer treatment for they have down there to save lives. They discovered it over the weekend there in Aranguez in some house. But I'm glad I got it back, you understand me, Pastor Google? But what I'm saying, Pastor Google, that didn't move up by walking out, you understand me? Because the way how that infirmary set up, you understand me, especially in that department, that had to be moving up by some van or some vehicle to it out, you understand me? But I'm really glad that they got it back, Pastor Google, you know, because that is to save people's life. You understand what I mean, Pastor Google?
Yeah, Mommy.
Yes, okay, Pastor Google. And Pastor Google, to the lady you just called, and you are here say trying to get on. Pastor Google is waste of time. You have to go in person because they do not answer the phone. And sometimes when they do answer the phone, they translate on a line, and that's not even the section. And you've been going whole long, and they're not going to get you. So you have to go in personal, Pastor Google. Have a good one.
Well, I realizing that. I using up my little phone bill here to see if I could help dance, but like something I ain't getting through at all. Hello, good afternoon, good morning. Why keep saying good afternoon? Good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Google Tobago in the house. Pastor Google, it seems like this thing of getting appointments is something else. Pastor Google, I went by EBC to renew my ID card, and they are telling me they are not renewing no ID cards. They are not. They gave a number to call in early up in the year, and I wasn't even getting through. And I went back the other day, and they tell me no, they're not renewing ID cards, and I find that it's not good enough. They're using this COVID thing as a puppy show to keep back people. You understand? People need the ID card. When mine expired the 28th of this month, now you're telling me white December, and then we know when December come, they're gonna be telling me something else. And when you're going in EBC office in Tobago, you're only seeing 2 workers alone there. So I don't know what is the reason why they are not doing ID cards, right? And so I think we need to check up on this thing with these places. And yes, the doctors and all, when people want to go and do medical and all, they can't even get to go for the checkup and all these things, because why? You're telling you COVID, there's no doctors there. Come on, they need to do something else. We have to live with this thing until God say when it will disappear. But other people's life have to go on still. Right, Pastor?
Yes, Mr. Bigo, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Pastor, where's me again? I just want to touch on a situation with PSA, because people want to talk about WTU, they're in my union. Let me talk about my union here now. I want to ask Watson Solomon Duke, is PSA Training Academy, has it been registered with the Ministry of Education? Because I see he offering courses. I want to know these courses he offering, if it is certified. And I want to know who the tutors are and how much they pay these tutors. I also want to know if he's the one signing off on these certificates that the people getting. I also want to know what degree in employment law that he has and where he studied to get that. And I also want to add, is this a way, I'm asking a question, is this a way to get money so he campaign for the THA election that's coming up soon? Why I asking that? Because in 2019, he would have said he resigning from PSA. He gets over $500,000 as a retirement settlement. That's in 2019. He's still sitting down there in 2021, having gone through election. And not only that, he came out and told us he take the pension money and he use it to launch his PDP party, rent the Magdalena, bring down containers of Jersey from China, and they eat and drink. So I am asking, these PSA Training Academy where we now see they going and offer courses, is this a way to funnel money to treat with his election campaign coming up? Because I go further, when he had won the minority leader, he took out an ad in the newspapers using PSA funds, about $50,000 to put an ad in the papers, a big full page ad to congratulate himself. So when I ask him these questions, I ask him in relation to certain things and patterns. So I'm asking again, Watson Solomon Duke, is this new courses you say you want to have in PSA Academy that we know if it's registered in Ministry of Education, we know if the course is certified? Is this a way to get campaign money for the election or THA that's coming up just now? Could you answer me, sir? This is PSA business. This is no lacquery and bacchanal. This is real thing. Tobago people, all you listen. If all you want to put that man in the THA, that is all your business. But we have been telling you all consistently the things that this man has been alleged of having done. He is not only alleged, he is now a convicted criminal for having falsely put a fire alarm in a REMA. He was convicted. He is also presently before the court. He has to clear his name on 1 count of rape and 4 counts of sexual assault, stemming from an incident in 2016 where he was arrested, charged, spent 4 days in remand yard. He's out on $250,000 bail and still appearing before court. He's also on bail for sedition. PSA members know very well of the history of this. Tobago people, there are allegations this man would have spent millions of PSA money without proper approvals because we have not had a conference of delegates since 2012. That is the supreme body of the union that will give approvals for spending. He has not had one since then, so money spending left, right, and center without PSA elections. Without proper approvals. So imagine if this man gets into THA. All you hold on your head and all, don't say all you have not been warned. This ain't no fiction, These things are out there. Anybody could go and look it up and see. So you all have been warned. Pastor Google, I gone.
Read what it says. We're living in the very last days. We're living in the iron and clay. Perilous times gonna come, but we just in the trial. When the time come, don't get caught in the fire. Where you gonna stand when you're down to the wire? Now is not the time to retire, better be prepared. This just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill. This just a fire drill. Don't get caught up in the hocus pocus. Christians focus. This just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill. This just a fire drill. And don't get caught up in the...
Hello, good morning.
Hi, morning, Pastor Google. You hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Right. Morning to you, morning to listeners. No, I listened to Jenny's contribution big time, and I'm glad for the interview with Ozzy Warwick. Always articulate, a fella I like. The only thing I wanted to understand is that you must have a different conversation as a trade union leader or as somebody in the trade union and as a businessman. And if you all could, have whatever meeting with, what's his name, the leader of the TU, that sometime as a business person you have to temper your conversation in relation to business-driven policies and unions. Because, there was the downside of it, and when you do get a chance to speak with him, is making statements sometime as a union leader could come back to haunt you as a businessman if you don't change that whole approach. Remember, take your rig and go and all these sort of things. You're in the business circle where people may not be keen to involve you with lending if you go with this union sort of approach. And it's very important that they do that. Regarding Jenny, now, Jenny, I hear you with a lot of the areas where there are fair concerns. There's always a problem with the PSA for me where you don't have, these the membership is normally broken down into sort of what they call them, these guys who serve part of the team, the different areas, the branch members and so on. If they are not high-spirited to confront what's leaked on these things through the court or through correct conversation, then Jenny would be a voice in the wilderness, so to speak. Because on the radio wouldn't really sway what's leaked in any way. Unless you have decisive action through the court and through those people who are elected, the members, to confront what's Duke and what he's doing, Watson Duke will be a runaway horse to the PSA. I can hear your pain in your contribution, but that's all it will be. Pain without action on behalf of Watson Duke. And he knows his system pretty well. If you can't confront him through the court, it's just noise. All right, sister? Take it easy. All the best.
Stay in the grass, they go bite you when you pass. So careful when you're passing. Yeah, I know a lot of them talking about me. They can't touch the anointing upon me. And even though they bad talk and they doubt me, they can't touch the anointing upon me. Oh Lord, they're just wicked and evil. God save me from wicked hard people. Anybody wanna touch one of God people? Father God said, touch not my anointed. Look how we just blaze rising up, God favor just raining out. Some people just envy us, them hard to just feel with hate. Some of these people need more than bleach, cause bleach don't take away bad mind. The enemy come down to kill and steal, but he can't take what is mine. Let me say again, I know a lot of them talking about me, they can't touch the anointing upon me. And even though they bad talk and they doubt me, they can't touch the anointing upon me.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, so I am on the phone. I'm trying to get some information for the listeners about the eye clinic. So if you're looking at me on YouTube, yes, you see me on the phone because I'm waiting to... Hi, good morning.
But my brothers didn't like the color of my clothes. They proposed to throw me in a hole, but they didn't know the brother that your soul have a mission to unfold. The father that I serve have a purpose for my soul. All the arrows you throw, it's like paper. I just keep on walking in favor. Later, I know a lot of them talking about me, they can't touch the anointing upon me. And even though they bad talk and they doubt me, they can't touch the anointing upon me. Oh Lord, they're just wicked and evil. God save me from wicked hard people. Anybody wanna touch one of God people? Father God said, touch not my anointed. I tell you who God bless, no man curse. Oh glory to the Father, I put no man first, cause him alone protect me from the pain and hurt. The devil's trying to break me down. All of them snakes in the grass want to bite you when you pass. So careful when you walk through, who you talk to. Father got to, them can't harm you. I know a lot of them talk. When you look at all of them hearts, they all around me like sharks, but you can't touch the anointing upon me. Oh Lord, they're just wicked and evil. God save me from wicked hard people. Anybody wanna touch one of God people? Father God say, touch not. Even when I thought I would have died in a hospital bed, I remember God said, touch not my anointing. And like Job, when the devil take all that you own, God return tenfold. Touch not my anointing. Just said the 3 Hebrew boys when the fire get burned, they thought we would have dead, but we stand up firm. If you don't know my God, then today you're gonna learn when he said those words. Touch not my anointed, touch not my anointed, touch not my anointed, yeah. You can't touch the anointing upon me, wicked upon me. God favor upon me. So when the devil try to come your way, just remember God said, touch not my anointed.
Hello, good morning, caller.
Yeah, morning, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, 2 things. One concerning the eye clinic, but I know for St. James, in St. James, I know one of the issues is that because of the people that comes there, there's have a large amount of people that be there. They're prone to the probabilities and those things, and because of the COVID, we can't have all these people there because they will not be able to control the massive crowd. So they sort of scale it down and keep it off appointments. So some people will get disappointment in their appointments. Some people will get their appointments. So we just have to cope with it based on what I understand, because I do go there on time to time with a loved one. Also, I agree with the questioning of the unions, but far too long, Pastor Google, union leaders, presidents, they go unchecked because we have questions. How it is that a union president get a big time contract in Wassa and he's on leave doing union business, but he landed that contract. Is it nepotism? How it is a union leader receive a big contract to clean the fast ferries? And I keep asking myself, if we have to build a strong union, why it is the union leaders don't get it for their union and treat the workers good at the same time too? So the union leaders, they make trouble. Let me not say that they really make trouble, but they fight for workers, yes. But somewhere along the line, they start to get uncontrollable, where they do things and it just sweep under the carpet. Even though if you make any noise, nobody really bring it to the forefront. And I'm glad that you take a different twist from the balance of the media to ask the question of the supermarket that we see down in Faizabad on the junction, because I told you I went down there and I saw it. And I was just wondering how, where it is going. So now I have information, and I'm glad that the union representative called in and clear up certain things. So now I have a better idea what is going on, and yes, this and that. But it also leads to other questions that I will want to find out too. But in leaving, we have to start looking at the way we as workers elect people to represent us and see that they do the workers' business and not fix themselves, because most of them, when they leave, when the time reaches and they have to leave the union, they leave as millionaires. And what happened to the workers and them? Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so while I'm taking your calls, I'm hearing what you all are saying. I was trying to multitask,
Over your life, don't let the devil tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it. Speak good things over your life. Don't let the wicked tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it.
Well, I say keep it positive all the time. Don't let the negative things hamper your mind. Power in your tongue, power in your tongue. Don't let the wicked and evil talk keep you down. Enough of them come speaking evil things, but God give me the strength to overcome the negative. Spiritual wickedness in high place. No evil, the goodness of God shall prevail.
Speak good things over your life. Don't let the devil tell you that you can't do it.
All right, so let me take some calls. Hello, good morning.
Hi, man, I get past you with me. I just want to tell my comrade, Rowley Jr., that he needs to understand something. I think he missed my message. While I understand what he's saying, that the members has some part to play, that is not incorrect, and that we should take it to court. We have been taking it to court, and we have been winning successfully, and Watson, Solomon, Drew, Chris refusing to abide by the court. So we are doing that. It's just that I'm a little more vocal, and if things are in court, you cannot speak about it. But you miss my point totally, because I was speaking to the people of Tobago and letting them know that if PSA members don't care about the union and are not willing to do anything but the union, them in Tobago should make a decision that they don't go down the road that we are going down. That is my message that I'm sending. So he needs to understand that. And Pastor, I'm giving you the permission to give Rowley Jr. my number so we could have a discussion. Because I think sometimes in our efforts to support, sometimes what we do instead, we kind of weaken people's comments and what they're saying. I know he has the best intention, but it would be better if both of us speak together so you understand where I'm thinking and where my frame of thought is coming from. But I hear you, comrade. Yes, we are responsible, but I'm also telling people on the outside, if PSA members want to give up everything just so, then nobody else should make the mistakes, quote unquote, that we would have made. That Tobago has an opportunity to make sure that this man that I'm always speaking about so passionately, and the things he would have done to PSA, whether or not he allowed it or not, it's kind of irrelevant now. That they in Tobago don't make that type of mistake. So that's where my message is going. But Rowley Jr., we have taken this gentleman to court, and we have won matters against this gentleman. However, he has refused to follow the judgment of the court. So you tell me in that scenario, comrade, tell us where do we go from there? Because it's in court, and court give a judgment, and he ain't following it. Tell me, what do we do? So you see how everything has to be fixed. But my message is always directed to the people, the electorate, who has to now go out and vote for this gentleman who is putting himself up as leadership. That is what it is about. But I hear you, Kama, but I wish you would call me so we'll have a better discourse. Because I don't like the back and forth on radio at all between people of the same descent when we all have one thought in terms of where the direction we want to go. Because you know how it is. So I prefer we speak outside and then you'll fully understand when I make my contribution what exactly it is that I'm doing. You may not see it, you may not understand, but call me now and we can talk. Thank you, Pastor Guga.
Sister Jenny, I want to say to you that I'm going to get a lawyer on the line to answer that question that you asked just now. You asked a question just now, Sister Jenny, and I think that deserves a legal answer. So I'm going to get on the phone line just now, Sister Jenny. Because Sister Jenny, you asked a very important question. If the courts handed down an instruction and the person is not following through with the instruction, then what is the redress for that? And I think a lawyer is the only person who can answer that question for me. So I'm going to get on the phone line in a little bit and ask her to answer that question. I hope she can. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Pastor Google. I was about to ask the same question that you are asking right now. I understand that when a court makes a judgment, usually you have to abide by it. So there are a lot of consequences to that. I more or less came into the program late, and I just got the tail end of the interview I had with the union.
Caller? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you broke up there.
Yeah, I was wondering if they are in that UNC, if they have joined the UNC. Was that what you were alluding to?
No. I was asking questions that people are asking out there. People wanted to know why. All right, people are saying that it's alleged, or it is the talk on the ground is that Annan is a UNC supporter, right? They've been saying that it's alleged that he is a UNC financer. That's what people are saying. And now to see this same UNC alleged UNC financer renting a building from the OWTU. And I asked Ozzy it, and Ozzy answered clearly. He said that Mr. Annan was one of their tenants before, and he desired to come back as a tenant, and they gave him the opportunity to come back.
I now understand what you were saying, Pastor Google.
Yeah.
I now understand what you were alluding to. But on a point of the union, I find that the unions in Trinidad and Tobago, they sometimes try to squeeze water from a stone. I find that if you sit with government bargaining for workers, and the government shows you exactly what the financial situation is, where you cannot get a 10% or 15%, I find over the years, the unions have been very unethical with trying to squeeze water from a stone, especially sometimes when we are in hard times, when the oil dollar is depreciated and all of these different things. Right? I remember in Barbados, the unions get together with the government, and when they get together, they put everything on the table. And the union leaders used to go back to the members and tell them, well, listen, this is the situation that we have seen presented by the government, and even though we were looking for this, we cannot get this. We may have to settle for that. You understand what I mean? But in Trinidad and Tobago, the unions, they don't care. Give it this. And then they incite the members to come and march and get on it. I see a lot of hooliganism sometimes, which I cannot understand in a society such as ours, where I believe that we could be a little more cordial, unions could be a little more understanding. Check the finances, sit down with the financial controllers of the money, and come to a conclusion that you can settle for something that will be feasible for everybody. Thanks, Pastor Google.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Morning again, Pastor Google. You're a boss. Pastor Google is a boss. You know what I said, the man? Why you leave? Why did he leave? Why did he leave? Because UNC was in power? Why did he leave? And he come back now? Eh? Why did he leave? And he come back now? And we don't want to fool us? No. He's a boss. Go to the head of the class, Pastor Google. And tell Sister Jenny, I telling her, one of these days you'll see what you're fighting for. One of these days, you never go, don't never let your prayer fall down. You always answer prayer. So one of these days, you'll be you'll take when he work, the same work, you'll take it away from him. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Hello, good morning.
Pastor Google,
Good morning.
you ever hear this tune? Money, 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 money. You ever hear that tune?
Yes, mommy.
Right. Pastor Google, Anna can afford to buy me, buy you, and probably buy the state and all. You hear what I'm telling you about, right? You hear me, Pastor Google?
Yeah.
Right. And I noticed that say that the PNM performance under the watch, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, I want to ask the UNC this morning, what is their performance since they as the opposition leader? I want to know what is their performance. Pastor Google, you see the PSA? Hear what I'm telling you about. I don't think none of the members ready yet for which should have never been passed. You know I'm telling you about? Duke doing what he want. And no, I don't think nobody, you understand, is serious yet of what Watson Duke doing. Okay, Pastor Google, I'm out of it.
So those of you who were wondering what went on with my investigations concerning the eye clinic, well, here now, I'm being really told you now, I am very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. I'll tell you all after 11 what was the outcome of all my phone calls. All my phone calls to try to get some help for this for the lady who called in. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Pastor Google.
Hi.
I want to ask a question. Why is it, do you know that Annan has a grocery not very far from where there is in the heart of Iwer? Why is that close proximity? Why is the proximity so close?
Is this my friend from Superior?
Yes, Pastor Google. I want to ask a question because it's very close in the proximity. Because everybody can go to the other end, and if you live in Hyderabad to the grocery store, I am questioning that. And another thing I want to say to you about the union. A lot of the members in the union just pay their dues and they are not cognizant of many of the things that go on in the PS. The only thing I can tell you, because I'm speaking from experience, they want to ask you how much all you negotiate for and how much money all you get in. That is one of the main issues. They don't follow the unions to find out many things. It's only when from sometime when they have a problem with themselves when they are working, they come out to the unions to get redress for that. But if the persons in the union were very unionized, they would not allow Mr. Watson Duke to do what he's doing. Because I am saying in the court, if I was given an order and I didn't follow the order, the court would lock me up. So what is going on? And I'm very hurt, because I've been an ardent member of that PSA. I have been on the committee. Right? And I'm very angry. Very, very. And you see, Sister Jenny, whenever she speaks, I stand with her 150%. Have a nice day, Pastor Google. I'm angry with Watson Duke because he's doing nonsense in the union, self-seeking. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Vision again. Yeah. It has slipped in.
So I might upset some of you today with 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 the program, you know why? All right, so we talked to the WTU about the building in Faizabad. Mother called a while ago concerning the eye clinic in Mount Hope, and somebody else called about the eye clinic in Port of Spain. I've been trying to get the communications department from Mount Hope and from Port of Spain to talk with me, and I ain't happy with what I'm hearing. 3, you all are aware that the UNC have launched a newspaper, right? Some of you who don't know, let me just tell you. UNC launched online newspaper to change media landscape. I may just have the PRO for the UNC online to explain to me about this online newspaper to change the landscape of media. All right, to change media landscape. I want to know about that. Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Pastor. Google, good morning.
Hey, yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, you know, UNC is a party that come from far, right? It's not really UNC they start with. So they have tradition, they could afford to try all kind of different action to get in power. Like I read in on the papers, there already opposition leader calling on the Prime Minister to reason about the culture and the state of the economy and the country position. What do you think about it? That is good. That's supposed to be good. Okay.
I put no man first, cause him alone protect me from the pain and hurt. The devil's trying to break me down. All of them snakes in the grass want to bite you when you pass. So careful when you walk through, who you talk to. Father got you, them can't harm you. I know a lot of them talk. When you look at all of them hearts, they all around me like sharks. But you can't touch the anointing upon me. Oh Lord, they're just wicked and evil. God save me from a wicked heart people. Anybody wanna touch one of God people? Father God said, touch not my. Even when I thought I would have died in a hospital bed, I remember God said, touch not my anointing. And like Job, when the devil take all that you own, God return tenfold. Touch not my anointing. Just said the 3 Hebrew boys when the fire did burn. They thought we would have dead, but we stand up firm. If you don't know my God, then today you're gonna learn when he said those words. Touch not my anointed. Touch not my anointed. Touch not my anointed. Yeah. You can't touch the anointing upon me. Wicked upon me. God favor upon me. So when the devil try to come your way, just remember God said, touch not my anointed.
So the UNC is saying that they have launched a new newspaper, online newspaper, to change the landscape of the media in Trinidad and Tobago. Also, as Sean this morning was reading from the newspaper and talking about the appraisal of this government, the Dr. Rowley's PNM 2021. They are doing an appraisal on Dr. Rowley and this government, and they are saying that Mr. Wilford James is saying that Mr. Wilford James, he's saying that people are turned off of Dr. Rowley because of his attitude and his mannerisms and the way he speaks to people. I take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Pastor Google. Yeah, Pastor Google, reading information there. That information with that so-called new newspaper that being launched by the UNC is basically the voice being recycled all over again on Pastor Google. Remember the voice?
Yes, sir.
That was distributed all over the place. So,
was that when they were in office or in opposition?
I think that was in office.
Yeah, well, when they was in office, they could have done that.
And I think basically, I think it's the same players again behind that papers now. So it's nothing new. And considering Dr. Winford James, he have an agenda with Dr. Earl. You remember his brother is part of the PDP, you know. So it's not really a balance you. I see it more of a bias. And Pastor Google, something I saw on TV6 this morning. Was there supposed to be a protest in Tobago?
I don't know. I can't say, but I know that there is. I heard I've heard from Mr. Ozzy Warwick a while ago on my show that there's something called Freedom Day.
Oh, okay, because I see a particular news reporter went there to check it out now, but she did.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. All I'm getting wind of something called Freedom Day.
Something I saw on TV6 this morning.
All right.
Was there supposed to be a protest in Tobago?
All right. Hello, good morning, caller.
Good morning, Pastor Google. How are you this morning?
I am blessed, sir.
All right, good. Well, I'm calling from Tobago, right? I must tell you, the Mr. Whitford James. I mean, honestly, listening to this man talk from them, I asked myself if he was actually praying. Honestly, because the kind of hatred this man displays, it hurts to know he's at Tobagonians. He does make me be ashamed to know that Tobagonians can hate at Tobagonians because he has no merit in his hatred. None. Have a good day.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Pastor Google, the time that the union's going to stand up to march and say Freedom Day, ask them what freedom they would have given to their members who is still working on 2013 salary, the first time in history. Almost 9 years public officers and get an increase in salary. They come out and talk about that, but they want to talk about freedom. What freedom they give to their members who for years paying the union dues, and when it's time now workers who working in the union, they can't get a pension because like the pension plan, like it crash. I talk in general now, What freedom they give to their members? Members come and bear who was fighting to get a pension and couldn't get a pension money if the children are fighting still to get it. What freedom they march for when Watson Duke would have fired about 12 or 13 of the workers because they put on a PS, because they put on a union jersey, a big U jersey, and he fired all of them. Mr. Vincent Cabrera had to fight and go to court for that. What was the freedom they're talking about? They're talking about freedom. How have they taught young ones in this country about the union so that a young person will feel a sense of pride to join a union? They just talk to the young people and them, but they're talking about freedom. They're turning off people from the union movement, and all they have is some old ones like myself and others. No young entrants in coming into the union because all the young people see it is people quarreling, blowing bullhorn, this one on the phone like how I talking now, only talking out and then saying nothing. How have they grown the union?
When we come back, we'll talk about that. All right, so go in for a break and come back. Trinidad and Tobago.
It's my daily bread.